Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is James. I'm so glad you're here. Today we got two big news. First, Rwanda and the United States have came to an agreement that Rwanda will accept up to 250 migrants for the United States to Rwanda. It's insane. And then the second topic we're going to talk about is that there's an election in October in Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. You know, the president been there for so long. He been there since 2010. He doesn't want to leave. He's actually running for a fourth term. These two topics are so critical. First, Rwanda is just trying to please Trump at every angle possible. Most African nations just trying to do this. I don't understand why. They're just accepting these migrants to their country. And then you have Cote d'Ivoire. This one is very critical because this country, Cote d'Ivoire, is border with Liberia. It's also in the whole western part of Africa. If a coup attempt happen in Cote d'Ivoire, if something bad may happen during the election time in Cote d'Ivoire, it might affect all these countries that's on the west side of Africa. So we're going to be talking about these two topics today. First, in a deal confirmed just days ago, Rwanda has agreed to accept up to 250 migrants deported by the United States. This includes people from Africa, Haiti, and possibly other regions who were denied entry in the United States. The Rwandan government said it was because of humanitarian partnership. They just made something up. There was no public announcement. The agreement between the United States and Rwanda was very secretive. Critics are calling this whole thing a dumping deal. And that's what it is, a dumping deal. Rwanda is just accepting every dump that comes to the country. They don't care. The government clearly don't care. Let's be honest. This isn't just about Rwanda helping people. This is about geopolitical leverage and money. Some experts say the United States may be offering financial and diplomatic incentives beyond closed doors. But where is the transparency? And that's right. Beyond closed doors, beyond all these things that's happening, there is some kind of incentives there. Rwandan government, maybe the Rwandan government is trying to get more favor from the Trump administration. They're trying to get more private company in the country. They're trying to get more favoritism in terms of getting more loans. There's something behind it. There's no way you're trying to just grab people and bring them to your country, immigrants to your country. You're trying to help the United States, trying to grab those people that they don't even want. Criminals they don't even want into your country. The country is already damaged. Rwanda need assistance. Not people that will come to the country and destroy the country. They need real assistance. And the Trump government is just like, you know what? Take these people. Take them. And we might get a deal. We might get a deal in terms of like, you might get in terms of loans, in terms of contract, and just buy all the way. First of all, what kind of support will these migrants receive? Do Rwandan even know this is happening? And why are African nations being used to solve Western immigration problems? Why? Why is just like a dumping ground? You take people who don't want and we might give you something you like. I don't understand. The countries have so much wealth in terms of minerals, have so much worth in terms of resources, but they're just abandoning those wealth, these resources, abandoning them, and just always begging for favoritism, for acceptance from the West. Why? You never get that. It never click. You're accepting those people for nothing. You just make your country pretty much like a dump site. That's what it is. When Western countries don't want people, they send them to you, Rwanda. When they don't want their criminals, they send them to you, Rwanda. When something's happening that they don't feel like it's helping their citizens, they send them to you, Rwanda. It's insane. It's insane. What do you think about this? It is very disgusting. Tonight, it's all on the news about how Rwanda is trying to accept these 250 up to 250 immigrants. Take a look.
Rwanda is set to receive migrants from the United States, stating that this is part of its national commitment to contribute to addressing the global refugee and migration crisis. We have more coming from Adam Squizera.
Rwanda and the United States have reached an agreement to accept up to 250 migrants deported from the US. The deal is part of the ongoing cooperation between the two countries and comes amid Washington's intensified immigration enforcement. The government spokesperson, speaking to Reuters, said the U.S. has already submitted a list of 10 individuals for initial vetting. The agreement gives Rwanda the authority to review and approve each case before resettlement. Government spokesperson Yolande Makoro quoted as saying that Rwanda's position is informed by its own history and a national commitment to inclusion and restoration, and that those who are approved will be supported with essential services, and they will also receive workforce training, healthcare, and accommodation support to help them rebuild their lives and contribute to Rwanda's economy, one of the fastest growing in Africa.
Okay, we're gonna stop it. You're gonna support these people with healthcare. You're gonna support them with job training. You're gonna support them with all kinds of things, and your own citizen are suffering. Some of them is still living on $1 US dollar a day. They're still living on $1 a day, and you're trying to accept more immigrants to destroy your home and to damage your economy. All these resources you're taking to invest in those immigrants, take it to invest in your own people. I'm sure there are people in the villages in Rwanda. There are people even in the city that are desperately needing work and they want to make money. You're going to take the resources from them and get them to those people that are coming. I don't know how. And you guys, and you still in power? You still in power. You still controlling your whole country with that kind of mindset. I will accept. It's the United States the only country that you can make deal with. It's the United States the only country. Hopefully, there's some kind of election coming up that they can remove government officials like these that always pandering to the West and want their country to be the Western dumpster. You know, hopefully they can remove these kind of leaders from power. Speaking of leaders from power, let's switch up to Le Côte d'Ivoire. In another big move, Ivory Coast president just declared that he will run for the 4th term in the upcoming October election. That's right, the president of Ivory Coast, Le Côte d'Ivoire, is trying to run for the 4th term. He's 83 years of age. He's trying to run. He's been in charge since 2010. And I guess you can run as long as possible. He just in the country changing constitution, changing term limit, and he can do it. This come after years of political tension, violent election, an opposition figure that was banned from running. So, yeah, Ivory Coast. For every election, this guy been in power since 2010. It's time to let it go. The president of Ivory Coast says the country still need him to manage security in the economy. But many Ivorians, many people that live in Ivory Coast, many of them, especially the youth, see this as a dangerous step towards a one-man state. Let's not forget, term limits were already reset in 2016. They were reset. This current administration in Ivory Coast reset those term limits in 2016. There have been multiple crackdown opposition voices, and this move could unite serious unrest. So he reset term limit. He cracked down on opposition voices, people that want to speak towards against the administration. He cracked down on them, get rid of them, jail some of them, exile some of them. And the youth seeing this like, this is not good. This is not good. And the thing that made this even worse is that this guy, Le Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, is border with Liberia and border other countries on the west coast of Africa. If a coup attempt or some kind of issue might happen during the election, some kind of political unrest, it might affect other nations. Because Liberia and the Ivory Coast, their connection intertwined. Things are very close there. People are not happy in Ivory Coast that this guy still want to be in power. He still want to continue running for president. Nobody is happy about this, except for him and his political people as well. But most youth in Ivory Coast don't want this. Let's take a look at this video and see.
On the outskirts of Abidjan, people gather in a circle to support each other and to share their concerns. Haunted by 2 elections that sparked 2 civil wars, they say they're left with scars that won't heal. For Angela, it's the memory of children with guns manning the streets. For Ali, it's holding his wife's blood-soaked body and watching her die. For Tatiana, it's the sexual abuse by men that broke young girls like her into silence. Another presidential election is looming, and fear is creeping in again.
During elections, we're afraid that the events of the past will happen again. We tell ourselves people will attack us again. We're scared. We have nightmares.
When I sleep, I think about it, and I'm afraid for my children and my grandchildren.
All we want is an election with no war, no cheating, no violence.
That's not going to happen. Since the election been happening since 2010, this guy been in power, they have been always cheating until now. And still in October, the election is up again. People are worried about safety. People are worried about their well-being. People are worried about the overall country. Why are you still trying to force yourself in this problem? Maybe he make the country stable. People just don't want coup attempts. People just don't want war. People just don't want altercation. People just want a peaceful transition, a peaceful election. That's all they want. Peaceful election. All these people right now, they want peaceful election. There should be no issue. African countries is during the election time. That is when bad people begin to do bad things. Go in villages, go in towns, go in cities and hurt people, destroy people's lives because they are against their political thinking, which is not right. On one side, we have Rwanda stepping into global politics with secret US deal. On the other end, we see Ivory Coast heading toward an election that may not be free or fair. Both moves raises the questions. Both of these issues are very critical. Now, let me ask you the question. Who is holding the power? Who is benefiting from this? Who is paying the price? Who? First, I don't know who have the power. But from experience, I will tell you the people have the power. The people of the Côte d'Ivoire have the power. The people of Rwanda have the power. Now, who is it benefiting? It's not benefiting the people of Rwanda. It's not benefiting the people of the Côte d'Ivoire. It's benefiting the politician. Who paying the price? The people of the countries are paying the price. People of Rwanda is paying the price. They have to compete. Their job is going to be taken away and given to migrants. Migrants coming to the country with their drugs. You never know what they're coming with. Influence, you never know. People in the country need help, but that help is being taken away and given to them. In Ivory Coast, who's benefiting? The president that been there for almost 10 years. 15 years, it's 2025. You still want to be in there. You still want to be in there. Anyway, drop your comment. Drop your thoughts. What do you think about this? Should Rwanda take more immigrants? And I talked about this in my prior videos, that Africa is becoming a dumpster already. They're just gathering more immigrants coming to them. They're just accepting, trying to please the US government. Should Africa as a whole accept more immigrants in the name of deal making or something? They should accept them and train them, give them health care and give them support. Should they? Drop your comment in the section. Support Rwanda, and in the case of the Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. The election is this October. I hope it's peaceful, because if it's not peaceful, it's going to disrupt other democracies in the west of Africa. Democracies like Liberia, like Ghana, like Nigeria, like Benin, like all these Western African countries that are very stable. We cannot have this disruption in West Africa. This election have to go smooth. If you're watching this video, comment on this video. Share this video. The election in the Côte d'Ivoire this October have to go smooth. Have to go. Thank you.